Hello students, welcome to the video lecture of Core Java 2nd. So in today's lecture we are just going to discussing about file reader class. Okay. So in previous video lecture we have already discussing about the reader class. So as you know that the reader class is an abstract class which is used to read from the source. Okay. But here in a reader class we are just reading not byte oriented data. We are here going to use the character oriented data. Okay, so in previous video lecture I haven't shown you the demo example of reader class because the reader class is an abstract class. Okay, and you cannot implement its method in its own class. Okay, so you have to implement these methods into the subclass. It means that you cannot create the object of the reader class and instantiate it. Okay, so in this video lecture we are just going to discussing about the file reader class. Okay, so as you know that the file reader class is a concrete class of reader class. Okay, it means that the reader class is an abstract class. Okay, or it is a super class, and file reader class is a base, what you can say that is it is a concrete class, means it is a subclass of superclass. Okay, so the file reader class is used to reading stream of characters, not byte of characters. So here the two methods are important methods are there. The first one is read method, so which is used to read a single characters. Okay, if you want to read the multiple characters, then you have to implement the logic with the help of looping statement. Okay, then public integer read char array c integer offset comma integer length. So with the help of this method you are just going to reading characters into an array, returns the number of characters reads. Okay, so we are just going to seeing the demo example of the file reader class. Okay, so just go on file option, menu option, then here new project. So here in new project click on next button. So here you can just use file a demo file reader class. Okay, so with the help of this demo we are just going to see how the file reader class works. Then click on finish button. Okay, so below the package statement you have to import the class, that is import java.io. Which demo example we are just going to see, that is file reader class. So you have to import the file reader class here. Okay, semicolon. The next line import java.io exception. Okay. So here we are just going to work with the exceptions or with the help of try catch exceptions. Okay, so here in try block we are just use here the file reader class, its object f reader equals to a new file reader. Okay, so here inside the circle brackets we are just going to use the path, that is on colon. We have already created a text document whose name is testout.txt. okay, so with the help of this statement we are just going to create the object of the file reader class and also going to instantiate it. Okay. So on the next line, on the next line we are just creating one variable whose name is I equals to 0, because here with the help of this example we are just reading all the characters. Okay, so here we are not going to read a single characters, here we are reading all the characters. That's why we are just using here while loop to read all characters. Okay, So inside while I equals to the object of the file reader class freader dot the method, that is read method, is not equals to -1. So with the help of this looping statement, it will just read character by characters, okay, character by characters until no character is remaining. When it returns -1, you can automatically understand that there are no characters are there, okay. So here in while loop we are just displaying the characters system.out.println inside char here I. Outside the try block we are just using here catch block, because whatever the exceptions are thrown by the try block, so all these exception will be catched by the catch block. Here IO exception space E, so E is an object of the IO exception. Here system dot out dot println here E dot get message, E dot get message. So with the help of get message method, it will just gives you the message. Let's see, is there any error? So there are no errors are there. So we are just going to save this program, then run this program. First see on E colon that the testout.txt file is present or not. Here on E colon, yes, the testout.txt file is there. So we are just going to opening it whether it has any string or not. Yes, hello BCSTY students. So this is a string is there. So we are just going to running this program and let's see whether it will displays you the output or not. Control S, okay, then we are just going to run this program. Yes, it will display you the output, okay, hello PCS TY students, okay. But here the output is in character manner, because here it displays you the first H, then on the next line it will displays you E, then on the next line it will displays you L. So this is just because of here we have using the println method, okay. Suppose if you are interested to just display the hello BCSTY students in a single line, then instead of println method you can use here the print method, okay. So with the help of print method, it will just displays you the output in a single line, okay. Just save this particular program and run this program. Let's see the output, hello BCSTY students. Only difference is that if you use the print method, then it will just displays you the line in a single line, or whatever the output is there which is in a single line. Otherwise if you just use the println method, then it will just displays you the output in a single character on a single line, and next character will be displayed on the next line. Let's see the output, okay. So this is the difference between print method and println method. I think all of you are understood. Thank you.